What's good, everybody? My name is Cedric.
My name is Brian.
And we're
From Mazu.
This is
Mazu? You take it.
All right, man. This is the Mazu mindset, and we're happy and excited to have you guys here with us today.
Mazu is a digital marketing firm set up in Uganda to focus on Web3 and AI solutions for business clients and individuals.
Yeah, we have a bunch of cool AI
products and Web3 integrations that we're looking to do in a few years to come, and actually in a few months to come.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we welcome you to this podcast.
Yeah, man. Let's dive into it.
So this podcast will pretty much be covering areas on Web3 and Gen AI, and marketing. And of course, we are professionals in the marketing industry, but this podcast cannot go on without a disclaimer. So the opinions and discussions in this podcast are for informational and educational purposes only. They do not constitute investment or financial advice. The podcast is not responsible for any decisions made based on the information presented. Additionally, some topics may involve emerging technologies and uncertain legal landscapes. Listeners are advised to consult relevant experts and authorities for specific guidance. Finally, any mentions of specific projects, tokens, or companies are not endorsements and should not be taken as investment recommendations.
Yes, sir. Do your own research.
Yeah.
Don't take this as a Bible
And
truth.
if you find something important in your own research, share it with your friends and share it with us. That's how community grows. All right. So Cedric, I think over the week you've been taking guys through different areas of Web3. This week's topic, do you want to kind of delve into Monday's video and just give people more information on it?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Sure.
So this week was very interesting. We started by introducing AI and generative AI.
Yes.
Yeah, for those who haven't yet caught that video, go check it out. But today we'll talk freely more about the subject so that you guys can really grasp it the way we do. So AI, very interesting stuff. Did you guys know machines have their own intelligence? Yeah, that is AI, guys.
I think most people now know that, machines have their own intelligence. And from the moment you turned on your calculator, it had its own intelligence.
Yeah,
because it does the calculations for you.
Yeah, but dude, now this is like a whole other crazy level. Like you see, at least a calculator, you have to like direct it, say do 1 + 1 or whatever. But dude, AI can even like go on its own, do its own like.
But you know what's interesting? Because if a calculator is to be looked at as a mode of artificial intelligence, then the basics are the same. Smart input in, smart output
out.
Exactly. So to me, I feel like the calculator might have been the first form of artificial intelligence.
I'd have to argue with you on that one.
Okay.
Because you know why? Difference with AI is that it has memory. You see, intelligence, you wouldn't be intelligent if you'd always forget.
That's true.
Yeah. If you slice your hand with a knife today and you forget,
you're not
you won't
intelligent.
slice your hand again.
But your calculators have memory. Modern calculators, you can actually hit the M button and then come back to the last transaction. But you're right. This is a bit more advanced. And I think we talked about that and we came up to the points of like T9 dictionaries and GPTs.
Yeah.
And currently we're looking at generative AI in terms of like content creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole new level. Like, dude, that stuff is crazy. But that memory thing is very interesting because now imagine you can have a conversation with this AI.
Yeah.
And someone forget and you can then come back 1 year later and say like, you know what, you guys, we talked about this and this. Do you remember? So can we act on it? And it's going to be like, yeah, man, let's do this. Let's go.
That's true.
That's where for me it's like mind blowing. The fact that it remembers.
I guess now for the benefits of people watching, what Gen AI, which GPTs are you using? How can you, which ones would you recommend? What are your top 3?
Okay. Now with the GPT-4 release, I'll definitely recommend GPT-4. It's just on its own level. That's ChatGPT's new version of GPT, its upgrade. Yeah, I'll definitely go with that. But before that, I was torn between Gemini and
Perplexity.
Even GPT, man. I used to use GPT. But Perplexity has taken over Google for me. Like, I barely Google.
Okay.
Unless I know it's like a yes no answer, like very obvious.
Yeah.
But if it's like complicated, I need to like, you know, I need somebody's reasoning behind it, or like I need you to do some kind of research which is not easy for Google to do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to Perplexity. Like if I need, like, for example, instructions,
Yeah.
let me say I want to learn how to cook rice, for example. I can go to Perplexity and be like, dude, I have these ingredients, act like a chef, tell me step by step.
I would actually like to, with that application, I would like to take it a step further, and I guess we've done this for ourselves, but I don't know if industry knows that you can actually use the GPTs and to come up with your own business plan or your own marketing strategy. Should we cut? We have to cut. His mic fell out.
My mic fell out.
Just keep recording.
But how is he going to fix his mic? Oh, we keep recording, but then we'll pick it up from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can pick it up.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
then
you're
another
just
thing, Tahir, could you help us with those 7-minute prompts?
Okay.
Yeah, just put like a
So you
7-minute
tell me when
timer.
7 minutes. I tell you when it's 7 minutes.
Yes.
It's 7 minutes.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the next topic, but then let's wrap.
okay, Web3, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, yeah, there's so many ways a company can use.
And another
AI.
thing, you introduce the topic. Then you say, I tackle this, because you have the topics that might just have the flow.
Oh, okay, it's Web3.
Web3 is the next one? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, as you just said, right? There's so many ways people can use AI, like to just make themselves more efficient.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Very easy. Like your day-to-day tasks, AI can help you at least reduce the speed, like maybe 50%. Yeah. But I think that's enough about AI, you guys. You can spend a whole year talking about that.
Till the cows come
invention.
home.
Yeah.
And in further conversation, I guess in further podcasts, please stay tuned. We will talk about the benefits and the potential pitfalls of using AI
Yeah.
to us as creatives and just the world at large.
Also, the different use cases.
We will get into those.
Different use cases of how you could use AI and what we know as the blockchain and Web3. Actually, yeah, now that we're talking about that, right? The internet has evolved, you guys. The internet has been upgrading. It did not, the way we look at the internet today is not how it started. There was a point when all you could do was like read. Like by that I mean you could just go to Google. Even Google is a bad example. You just go to, like, for example, the Mazu company website, or maybe any other website, right? You just go on the website and all you can do is read information. If it's a Mazu website, all you do is read about us.
Yeah.
You can't set an appointment.
Yeah.
You can't.
I'm slightly older than you, so
Okay.
I can
yeah.
say I saw Web 1.
Yeah.
And Web 1 was pretty much just email and blog posts. So
Is
all
it?
you had to do was go on the website and read. You couldn't post a comment. You could not share that article with anyone. Uploading content was strictly one way. You could not download content. So I think
You could only upload.
you could only upload. And then around 2001 there came downloadable content. That's when, for those of you who are familiar, LimeWire came up. Before the torrents, you had LimeWire. I'm forgetting the others, but yeah, that's how we used to get our stuff. There was no YouTube, so you couldn't upload stuff. You could only upload text. So when Web 2 evolved, and I think that's around maybe 2010, 20...
And
2009?
even before that, bro. Because remember MySpace, High Five.
That's the era of, like, actually,
That's
you're
like
right.
09.
Like maybe it was the notice. So maybe 2009, 2007.
Actually 2007, because I remember doing research on the history of social media.
Yeah.
Where it began from. But Facebook isn't the first. The first social media came out, I think 05. I can't remember its name. But by then, they were already.
I was on High People. I think High Five.
High Five.
I was on High Five.
High Five. Even I played with High Five and,
Yes.
and MySpace.
Yeah. And then enter now social media, and now you can upload pictures, you can share with your friends. You are now looking at the age of the late age of Web 2, and that's where we now have the creator economy and content creators, influencers, Kabelem. These other guys are now making that money. You know, he was in Bad Boys. Oh, spoiler! alert.
I haven't watched
I'll
it
cut
also.
I'll cut it. But yeah, content creators now have the ability to make money on the internet through Web 2 and now Web 3.
Yeah. Now Web3 has taken it to its own other level.
Yeah.
Own other level. You see, in like Web2, for example, when I upload something on Facebook, I technically don't own that video.
Yes.
That's what all these agree to terms. Those are some of the terms. You just click when you agree.
Let's chill that, bro.
Hey.
Instagram has the option to allow you to remix your video or allow other people to remix your video. That means they can make money off your content.
video. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Without giving you anything.
A penny.
Like, yeah. And
And-
that's very interesting, dude, because more companies are also adding that to their terms and
Condition?
yes.
Like
No,
if
like
you're to use my users' data, then you have to pay them something.
no, not to pay them. Like allow them to use your data freely.
Oh, I think
And that's
I think,
even what's
oh,
causing-
that's the problem right now. That's what's being debated in court.
Oh,
I think.
but like no, I think okay,
the
yeah,
fact that
but
people are
maybe there might have been some limitation before because now what's causing that's what I'm wondering because now Adobe is getting a lot of like hate from its users because Adobe's new update with AI in its terms and conditions, I think these companies think people don't read this stuff. So in
but
its
people
term-
don't read.
Yeah, but at least there's a percentage that do.
Did you read
Because-
when you signed up for Snapchat?
Well,
No.
I'm not on Snapchat, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really
People
on Snap.
don't read.
But, like, I
back
never
to the
read
point.
any social
Companies aren't allowing.
What are they what is it that they read?
Yeah.
So now I'm still telling you guys, right? Now,
You guys.
when Adobe, okay, I'm still telling you, Brian.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I'm still telling you
We
guys.
should keep you in.
Yeah.
We should like Jamie
Eh?
in Joe Rogan. Be like he's offside,
Oh,
the
like
producer.
He's offside, but he's
Yeah,
in.
he's
Yeah,
offside, like
yeah.
Ding.
Okay, we can do that. No
we
worries.
should. We should.
Anyway,
so-
yeah. So as I was still saying, now Adobe, in its new AI in its new update which embeds AI, right? What these guys did that was wrong is in one of those clauses in the terms and conditions, they stayed all work you do on our platform we own as Adobe.
Wow.
And to make it worse, they are going to use the content people upload to train their AI.
Wow.
So that their AI doesn't need
wow,
the what?
Adobe.
The designers and the whoever is working on Adobe developers or whatever.
Wow. You know what's so
So-
sad about
Really,
this?
Adobe?
Wow, Adobe. You know what's so sad about this is that we really live in a wild, wild west. That's another name for the WWW. And there's no policy or law or regulation in place. So when these companies go ahead and misuse or you reuse your content, there's no remedy in court. You can't sue because you've signed over your rights.
Yeah, and it's a very big problem, and now I think that's one of the major issues that
I think
AI
that's
comes
why
in.
Web3 comes in.
Yeah.
Because with Web3, when it was its initial baby, like its first thing was of course blockchain and decentralized finance. But then came NFTs and smart contracts. And I remember the wave, I also almost owned an NFT. You owned a couple of NFTs.
Yeah.
You generated some NFTs.
Yeah.
And
Even my profile picture is an NFT I own.
indeed. But the solution was so that creators on the internet could own
Their content.
digital assets. And that's what Web3 does. It allows us to have digital assets, not just videos or pictures in the form of NFTs, but even land.
Yeah.
You can own
That's a
digital
very
land.
crazy theory.
Is it
because-
far-fetched? Please let us know in the comments if you would go out of your way to buy digital land.
Yeah. Would you buy digital assets? What digital assets would you buy?
Yes.
That's something we'd like to know. So drop in the comments.
And let us know.
If you're not yet liked and shared and follow, please, what are you waiting for?
All right.
All right.
What is the next topic we had on the week?
We just wanted to show some examples of AI content.
Yes.
Yeah, AI in action, basically.
I am super excited for Kling.
Cling.
I'm super excited. Even if the videos are just short and there's maybe like 40 seconds long, I think the movie industry is on alert.
Dude, not just movie, like the media industry is on alert.
Yeah.
Because that thing you said of AI being able to generate its own content is a real thing. Now, for example, musicians, you guys who make music out there, you have to be using AI. Otherwise, you might be knocked out. I can't be sure, but the industry is
Actually,
changing.
That's something we may have to have a debate with, bring an artist one day and then talk about the pros and cons of using AI. We know most creatives, okay, I don't know about this, but I think most of the creatives I've interacted with are against
AI.
using AI.
Yeah, man. Even me, when I initially heard about it, there was that resistance. Like, you can't tell me this thing is going to do my job better than me, right? There was that initial resistance until I saw it being used, and I was like, okay, now if this is how it works, I have to learn how to use it. I have no choice.
Now, as a believer from the jump,
Eh?
from the jump, and this is why, and this is my analogy. It's not meant to offend anyone, but in the beginning of time, when early man was out there hunting using clubs and stones, a certain tribe of the same guy, same early man, discovered the use of fire. And they said, cooking their meat, and they started making weapons from iron. And before you know it, the other tribes that didn't have fire or were afraid to use fire got extinct. So my take to it is, this is a tool. You can use it or be left behind.
That's true. Even me, I'm on the vibe of the newer the better.
I mean, Drake used it. So if you're a musician, and
Oh,
I know
yeah.
Kendrick didn't use it, so there's a gap there. But if you're a musician, and the highest selling artist over our time is using AI to put out hits, what are you doing?
Hey, Drake uses it, eh?
Yeah, the Tupac.
Oh yeah, that Tupac thing.
I forget the name of the song, Family Matters or something. I don't recall, but yeah, they use it. Now, why I like Kling is Ashton Kutcher has this clip where he's talking about how AI in the future will make personalized endings for everyone watching a movie. So you know how you don't like the ending of, let's say, Game of Thrones finale?
Yeah.
This AI now enables you to have a finale you like, a finale that fits you. And not just that, we can now create personal movies. I mean, why would I be watching Will Smith and Martin Lawrence when man said we can have our own Bad Boys? What you gonna do?
When we come for you, let's check it out.
So yeah,
man.
we are glad you've joined us for this conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know, do we have another topic to discuss before we say bye-bye?
I think that's it for now. Yeah, I think that's it for now for this podcast.
Yes.
Mr. T, count us down.
Yes.
2 minutes. 1
3,
minute.
2,
1.
1.
We are out.
See you on the next one.
And when cue, my mic fell.